Welcome back to part 2. I'm actually filming these back to back, so I'm actually uploading part 1 to the video right now, and it's processing. Actually, wait, I got started. Okay, cool. So for part 2, what we're gonna do, in the full video, we're going to make rooms available for purchase, which, I mean, you don't have to purchase them, but make rooms available, and yeah, let's try to make this fly by pretty quick. So right now, I got really scared. I'm like, where did it all go? But it's down here. So right here, when you click my hotel, all that, cool. So what does it do? So right now, I'm gonna open the check-in menu, and go back to this script. So when you hit submit, it's gonna make it, and then it's going to find a room ID. So it's going to loop through all of them, and so we're going to do number equals I made this in my last game. It was kind of helpful, but... So as you might have heard from the last video, this is my first time actually making this, so I have gone through a few errors. So to break this line down from line 20 to line 34, it checks if the player's name in the text box is actually the player in the game. Then it pretty much makes that screen not visible. Then it loops through all of the rooms in the folder and replicated storage, and if the value of the room is false, which means it's not booked, then it'll insert that room's name into a table. So it'll insert the number of the room into the table. So when it says Warren room 1, it will pick the first available room that's in the table, and then that is how it works, kind of. Anyways, back to the video. It's kind of helpful, but kind of long at the same time. So we're gonna name this event book room. We're also gonna make an event called checkout room. So then we're gonna go into our main, and then we're gonna go it's dot book room dot so then we're gonna go the player. Oh yeah, okay. So we're gonna do the player who fired it. So then I guess you could go storage dot. Sorry, I can just go events. I didn't do that in my last game, so it kind of feels right. Events dot. So this will fire server. I'll just fire for the player. So player. And then we're gonna say who, and we're gonna say room. So that are our variables. So then we're gonna make the player. We're gonna go so script.parent dot name dot text is the player, and then that's the player, and then because that's the first, that's who, and the room is going to be room. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna be the room, I guess. So I guess we could just do rooms 1, just to do the first available like it said. So then, now what we want to do when we book the room, we're going to go, we have to, at this point in time, when we're firing the event, we're making sure that the player's name is there as the first variable, then the room number is as the second variable. So now the server script knows who the player is that's booking the room and what room it is. From the server, not the client. So then we're gonna go so this is pretty much just our variable.value equals true. Okay, cool. So now that room is booked. So now if we, just go on, oopsies, book a room, oh, it's room, duh. v.m. So, yeah, so then all we gotta do is room. So then, now, give me a sweet. So then room 1. So then if we go to rooms run, it's gonna be true because we booked it. Okay, cool. The script is working. I did work perfectly fine, but it said room 1. And that's when I realized that the variable said room 1. So all I had to do was take away the string part of it and just enter the room. Perfect. Alright, so now what we gotta do is give the player a key card. So what we're gonna do is we're going to, since we're gonna use no free models whatsoever, I just turned off the development UI. We're gonna make our own key card, so it's gonna be name this handle, and then we're gonna create a tool. And we're gonna call it card. Then we're gonna create a value in it. Number value, and we're gonna call it room. We're gonna call that handle, and now you don't have to do this, but the tool grip editor is right here. Now that's animations. The tool grip editor, I'm probably very blind. It's right here. So take our card and then we're gonna put it in replicated storage under the folder. Actually, no, we don't need a folder. Everything's pretty organized as I see. And we're gonna go oh, also, if you ever get this annoying thing when you're trying to work, when you try to like go back, it'll delete it, and then I hate it. So the way to turn it off, you just click insert. So if you're like banging your keyboard Madden and that turns on, and then like you can't script it all because it's just not right, you just click enter and then fixes it. So yeah, tip of the day, very cool. So that's just our card. So then we're gonna go card. So card dot room dot value is equal to room. So yeah. So then name is equal to room. Card dot parent is equal to who dot backpack. So alright, so I don't know if you can notice this or not, but I realized that who is the player's name. So when I'm saying their backpack, I'm not actually referring to the player in game.player, so that is wrong. I see what's wrong. Oh, darn it. There we go. And now, perfect! Everything works. Yay. How far are we even in this? 20 minutes, yes. That's how long my last video was. Anyway, so we're giving that the card. So now, so each door will have a value in it. I guess it's just gonna be string value, and it's gonna be named. Oh, here we go. So we'll just make it a bool value. Just see. Okay. So then we go back to the main script and say, is that what we did? Okay, so v dot now, if we just make a whole bunch of these, we'll have lots of rooms to choose from. Actually, no, that's too much for right now. Anyway, because we only want to find out which is which, so then I guess, darn it, we import a script into one.
So I'm gonna make a cut right around here because this script was wrong. You'll find out later, but I'm gonna just make a cut. Nothing much really happened. Oh yeah, also for just to let you know, I don't know if I already said or not because I just deleted the clip, but the door, the value called room is actually supposed to be a string value, not a number value. So make sure it's a string value.
Dot parent dot name. There we go. So now just walk over here. Well, we got a suite. Done. Room 1. Yeah, and see, it doesn't work for any other rooms. Alright, cool. So we just made the opening and closing. I mean, it's not opening, it's just drawing. But we have the room, we have the key card working, and you have the reception working. So now all we gotta do is script the rest of the GUI, and that shouldn't be too hard. So once it's done, so we're actually gonna, so we're also gonna script availability. There's gonna be 3 parts to this tutorial since we're kind of running low. So I'll do one more thing, and that thing is going to be to go back to that screen. So this is visible equals false script dot parent dot visible equals true, and then when we go to the availabilities, that's going to equal false. It's going to equal true. So now when we go to I don't know how to spell availability, so I'm just going to go back to the button. Take that. Yoink. Oh, you're kidding me. No, I press Control. No, darn it. Press Control C. I mean V, not Control C. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we have the availability thing there. Close out of the menu. Get in availability. So then we're pretty much gonna just go take everything away but the done. And then just delete that, and then we're gonna have a scrolling frame and say, I guess we're gonna list all of them. So we're just gonna set the background transparency to 1, and then we're gonna add a UI grid layout. And that's just I guess we can just add it. I don't think we have to edit the, actually wait, we do. God, that's bad. Actually wait, no we don't. We'll just have this button right here, check room availability. Wrong script. Okay, so since this is that, there we go. So now we have our availability script. Now, every time it clicks, so check-in menu. So, oh, sorry, wrong menu. Okay, so when we go to the button, just take that and then script dot parent dot parent dot equals dot availability. True. So then we're just gonna make that true. 30 minutes, yikes. So then that is true, so then that's available, then fly. Okay, so sorry I kept you kind of, oopsies, did I do the wrong, okay, never mind. So sorry I kept you waiting, but let me go over those two scripts I just made. So the first one called availability, here, let's go down to the button. So when did I check in? Yeah, okay. So I don't remember doing this. Oh yeah, that's just I switched it around. Okay, my bad. So when you click the button, the menu goes away and the availability screen, which is this screen, goes up. So, and then for I, V in pairs, the rooms get children. So for all of that, it loops through all of that and creates a button, which is right here. And then the button's parent is going to be the scrolling frame right here. And then the button's the button's text is going to be the value's name. So if the value is true, which means that the room is taken, it's going to be red. But if the value is false, which means it's available, it's going to be green. So, and then when you click the done button, it's gonna clear everything in here, including the UI grid layout, and then it's gonna take the UI grid layout inside the script, and then put that in here. So it's just replacing it, and then it's gonna make the availability screen false, and then it's gonna bring back up the menu screen. So yes, I could just wipe only the frames, but then I'd have to do a for loop, and I really don't feel like doing that. So in total, this is pretty much how it works. I'm going to show you how it works. So hopefully, I mean, you probably can't follow along because I did that pretty darn fast. But so if, let's say I go and done, all the rooms are available, okay? So then check in. So then I'm going to grab a suite and then done. So now if I check availability, you can see room 1 is taken. And then check out, nothing happens. So if I walk into room 1, then bam. And yes, of course, I can take these doors and scale them down to player size, because right now they are pretty darn big. So now if you're gonna make your hotel, you can just, I don't know, grab a free, I mean, don't use free models. That's the moral of the story, because free models don't help you. Because if you're making a game and you don't want free models in it, sorry, that was kind of broad, but you don't want free models in your game because you're not learning. So unless you just are in there to make the Robux and don't really care about learning, scripting, or making anything else, sure, go with the free models. I mean, I do suggest using free models in games that you just want to practice on. Maybe just going like, let's see, going to a model and be like, ooh, shift to run, I wonder how that works, and then examine the script. But like, I wouldn't try to make like a front page game using free models. Yes, that does sometimes work if you spend like 1,000,000 Robux on an ad or a sponsor game, but I wouldn't suggest it. I'd just suggest learning. So that's it for me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you didn't, I can't see if you dislike it, so yeah. Just don't try to dislike. I mean, I do put a lot of effort into this videos. It's already 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday, so I'm doing this for y'all. Yeah, so see ya. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. This took a lot of editing, and as I told you before, this is my first time actually making this kind of hotel game kind of thing. So thanks for watching, and tune in for part 3, hopefully. There will be, trust me, but I don't know when.